and businesses have the access to useful and affordable financial products and services that meet their needs in a responsible and sustainable way. Therefore, we raise three research questions. First, what is the impact of financial inclusions on the performance of ICT firms? Second, can corporate borrowings channel these relationships? And finally, how to capture different types of effect, if any. This is because in the literature, it has highlighted the impact of financial inclusions on the economic growth, especially in the growth of firms through various channels. For example, the credit access or the bank competence. The geographical scope is limited in Vietnam, which is an outstanding emerging areas and witness development after the đổi mới policy, and this is also a place that present a lot of implications of financial inclusion policy. This research will also focus on the ICT sector because of its technical complications, the high level of intangible assets, and an uncertain future, which make them an unfavorable borrowers. And these constraints is believed to adhere by the development of financial inclusions. In this paper, we believe to contribute three contributions to the literature. First, this is among a few pioneering studies that use the PCA methods to construct an FI index. Secondly, we have identified an important channels of these relationships, which is corporate borrowings. And finally, we are able to measure the different effects of financial inclusions on firm performance, including direct, indirect, and total effect. To the best of our knowledge, none of the existing studies have done this before. Here's our main results of this research. First, we have successfully conducted financial inclusions index over a 10-time period in Vietnam from 2008 to 2018, and we found an upward trend of the financial inclusion index. Secondly, we found out a very interesting insight behind the relationships among financial inclusions, firm performance, and corporate borrowings. And finally, using the clustering analysis, we found out the differences of this effect among different regions and size. To find out the result, let me introduce to you the theoretical framework. As the financial inclusions is measured at the national level and firm performance is measured at the firm level, so we believe that there must be a factor that channels relationships. And here we take the corporate borrowing as the formal loans level firm. Looking into the framework, we argue that when the financial inclusions improve, then there will be more individuals and businesses have more access, availability, and uses of credits, of financial products and services. Then firm will have more access to the credit and will have more resources to enhance their performance. Our model includes four main equations. First, we measure the impact of corporate borrowings on firm performance, with firm performance here is proxied by the return on assets, which is able to measure how effective firm can generate the profit from their assets. The corporate borrowings is the formal loans level over the total assets at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, and the X is a vector of the control variable firms, including firm size, type, age, and regions. And finally, the error term is denoted by the VIT. Next, we replace the corporate borrowings by the financial inclusions to measure the impact of financial inclusions on the firm performance. Then, the impact of both corporate borrowings and financial inclusions is measured at the same time on firm performance is measured at the same time by the equations number 3. And finally, we take the corporate borrowing as the dependent variables and the financial inclusions as the explanatory variable. From those equations, we take out the direct effects, the total effects in the equations number 2 as the coefficients beta 1, and the direct effect is denoted in the equation number 3 with the coefficients beta 3, and the indirect effect is determined together by the equations number 3 and 4 as the formula of the slide. Furthermore, we also dig deeper into the reasons behind the usage of the borrowed money by the further regressions on the other proxies of firm performance. Consequently, we have for the first 3 equations, we expect to have a significant impact, but no matter what the directions is. But for the last equations, we expect a positive relationship between financial inclusions and the corporate borrowings. We have found out some interesting results, so let's discuss about them. First, we have graphed the financial inclusion index and the corporate borrowings level on the graph, and we can see that there is an upward trend in the financial inclusions index. Looking at the corporate borrowing, which is the green line, from 2008 to 2015, we can see that corporate borrowing seems to fluctuate quite a lot. But since 2015, we can see an upward trend, same as the financial inclusions. As at that time, there has been an implementation of financial inclusions policy, which support our belief that they have the positive relationships. And we have run the ORF regressions and also the fixed effects regressions. And here is the estimations result of the fixed effect. As our expectations, the financial inclusions have to increase the corporate borrowings. But interestingly, the corporate borrowing harm firm performance, and also financial inclusions decrease the firm performance even with or without the joy of corporate borrowings. The indirect effect coefficients is measured as minus 0.0003 and significant at 1% level, which support the belief that firm financial assets can be the channel to absorb the national level of financial inclusions. And because as we mentioned before, because financial inclusions have a negative impact on the firm performance, we wondering the reasons behind, so that we run the further estimations on the other proxies of firms, which are the assets turnover on the sale aspect and the net profit margins on the profitability aspect. And the results show that while the corporate borrowings increase the assets turnover, but it decreased the profit margin of firm. This may be that the gain cannot. This may be the expense cannot compensate for the gain. For example, the diminishing returns of sales, or the high cost of marketing campaigns, or maybe firms really exhausted from internal source before they fight to the external financing. And we also run the analysis for the clustering, but because due to the limits of time, we cannot show the estimation result here. But I can summarize the results for you guys. Is that the medium firms is the most vulnerable groups that need the initiative of financial inclusions, and there are the difference of impact between financial inclusions on firm performance across different areas. To sum up this paper, using the PSA method to construct an FI index for Vietnam, and using the mediations analysis with OLS model and fixed effects model to find out the effect of financial inclusions on firm performance. We found that the result, interesting results, that financial inclusions have a positive impact on corporate borrowings, but it has a negative effect on firm performance. And with those results, we have suggest some of the policy implications. As financial inclusions has a negative impact on firm performance, so that we need additional monitoring and regular evaluations of financial inclusion progress. Secondly, we have identified that corporate borrowing is an important channel of these relationships, so that we need to facilitating financial inclusions through corporate borrowings, but with the cautious of stability and integrity of the financial system. And finally, with the clustering analysis, I think the government needs to give more priority to the medium firms, especially those in the capital-intensive sector. And here's some of our suggestions for the future research. We can investigate on more on different types of firm or different locations, or we can have further study on the other study of industry. And that's all our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.